Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Taye. Hey, and today is Tubi Tuesday. What you say? What you say? It's Tubi Tuesday. Yeah. I just did that on the spot. Is that our new theme song? And listen, I know y'all saying, what is Tubi Tuesday? Tubi Tuesday is when I review a film that is streaming on that crazy app Tubi, on that crazy streaming network Tubi. And you know, Tubi be having all kinds of crazy films. They got the hood gangster films. They got the killers on the loose. They have some of everything. They have the old school movies. They have the Tubi. I'm giving y'all free promotion over here. They got I watched The Bad Seed on there, the one from back in the 60s in black and white. That was pretty good. They got old cartoons and old sitcoms. And they have those movies where it's always like a psychological thriller, and the ones with the plot twist and all those things. And, you know, they have the crazy nurse, the crazy babysitter, the crazy stepdaughter, the crazy stepmother. And now here we are with Stepfather. And that's what I'm here to review. Stepfather, starring Taye Diggs and Tamar Braxton. That's right. And it's directed by Chris Stokes. And y'all know him. He managed the group B2K and Immature. And his cousin, I believe they're cousins, Marquise Houston, helped write the screenplay. But what I'm trying to figure out, are they considering this a remake of The Stepfather? Y'all remember the Stepfather films from the 80s? I believe in 87 and then like 89. I believe there was like 3 of them. I'm not sure. But I remember those films. And I enjoyed those films. So that's pretty much what this is, but just with the black spin. The stepfather is black and the stepfather is played by Taye Diggs, basically. And so this is going to be, I'm giving you a spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, because I'm going to spoil this one. And Taye Diggs is playing Darnell. Seems like a nice guy, but he's a psycho whose real name is Leon. And we learn in the beginning that he got issues because his daddy died when he was a kid, and he went from foster home to foster home. Then he had this stepfather that treated him like crap. So he's triggered. So whenever he gets with a woman who has kids and it doesn't go in that perfect family like he wants it to go, that's when he snaps, crackles, and pops and kills you, as we saw in this film in the beginning, where he takes the young lady and her family and he's killed them and he's poisoned them. And then he sets the house on fire. And then he goes on to the precinct, talks to the police and say, you know, he was so distraught. And the police are so dumb here because they fell for him. Oh, there's no way he could have did it. He was so distraught. He was this, that, and the third. And they let him go, only to find out that he is indeed Leon, the crazy killer. But now it's too late. You know why it's too late? Because he done moved on. He done met Asia. Now, Asia's played by Tamar Braxton. And Asia was married to Timothy. Timothy told her he was leaving her because he was going to a pretty young thing. He wanted somebody else. He didn't want her no more. So he left that situation. Left her with 2 daughters, Melanie and Sasha. So she relocated on him. And then she's in the supermarket. And that's where she met Darnell. And she's talking to her child. And Darnell wooed her and charmed her. She met his representative. Gotta watch those representatives. You know what? Let me not get into my business. This is about the movie, but you gotta watch them representatives. So he charmed her, and next you know they're married. I was married now. They're married now, and things seem to be going great. He can cook. He's the perfect man. This, that, and the third. But the youngest daughter, Sasha, she not really feeling him, and every chance she gets, she's like, "You ain't my daddy." And I said, "Yeah, she's gonna be the first one he killed. She gonna be the first one he kills." But see, because he has to be triggered. You see what I'm saying? He has to be triggered. So now, what triggers him? Remember I told you the husband Timothy, the ex-husband Timothy left? Timothy done came back in the picture now. He want his family back. He want that old thing back. He want his family back now. What is this about? So he comes up in there. Darnell ain't having that. Like, nah, you can't come in here. Nah. Come to find out, Sasha is the one who called Daddy and brought him this. Darnell ain't like that. Then he catches Asia and Timothy enjoying a kiss. That's what triggered him, and he beat the earth, wind, and fire out of Timothy. And then they're at the precinct, and the precinct is interrogating them. And why did y'all do this and this, that? And he said, well, he came at my wife, this, that, and the third, and all this other stuff. Come to find out, Asia still got feelings for Timothy. Stupid. I said, oh, y'all going to trigger this man. This man's going to snap. He's going to snap. So what does he do? Darnell kills Timothy. So he kills Timothy. I'm like, oh, okay. He kills Timothy. I was like, all right. Then we learn from these bumbling police when they realize, oh, this guy is a killer, and we let him go. That other detective let them know, what the hell were y'all doing? Y'all just let this man free, and now he's out here on the limb, and he's got a new family he may harm. So I did like all of that. And I did like Taye Diggs' performance. I thought Taye Diggs, because we don't get to see Taye Diggs act like a psycho like this. And I did like that Taye Diggs was, he showed his multiple personalities. And listen, them psychos is nothing to play with. And we saw that. And I like that, because when we see Taye Diggs and stuff, he's usually, the guy next door, the heartthrob. We see him in The Best Man. He's a writer. He's a family man. He's a family man here too, but he's a killer. We see him, we don't see. So I was glad to see him in that role. I was glad to see him in that role. I thought Tamar Braxton did a decent job as well. The kids did a decent job, especially Sasha as one who wasn't feeling him at all. And then the oldest daughter, Melanie, she has a boyfriend who Leon/Darnell does not like, and that's another thing. But now here's another triggering thing. Asia tells Darnell, we need to take a break, because she's realizing she still got feelings for her ex-husband Timothy that left her for another woman. So he's like, oh, okay. So now, like I told you done already killed Timothy, but now you gonna tell me, oh, you want a break? Oh, okay, I'm gonna break your face, basically. So he got this plot where he likes to kill, he likes to kill you with rat poison or pest control, whatever. He likes to poison you, then set the house on fire. So he's like, come on, y'all, let's make dinner, let's have dinner. The young girl's still looking for her daddy. She don't know where her daddy's at. It was just crazy. And I'm saying, this is outrageous. And what pissed me off was that therapist, Leon, aka Darnell's therapist. She pissed me off because she's telling the cops, oh yeah, he goes from family to family. When he only calls me when things go wrong, and he tells me he's doing harm. And you don't call the cops, ma'am? Oh, well, I didn't think he was really doing it. And then it was like, oh, but he doesn't stay on the phone long. So these lives are in your hand, ma'am, because he calls you and you don't even try to get the authorities involved. Really, ma'am? So they should have arrested her. That's how I felt. I felt they should have arrested the therapist. Now, he's got this big plot. They built up this whole thing. We see him kill the girl's boyfriend, hits him with a shovel out in the yard. And I'm like, damn. But it still felt like this. While I was enjoying this, I still felt like for this to be a psycho thriller, it wasn't psycho thriller enough. And what I mean by that is I feel like there wasn't enough killings for me. Don't call me a crazy, but I feel like it wasn't enough killings for me. Y'all were supposed to have a nosy neighbor in there, a best friend that he killed off, a mailman, something more. He didn't kill enough people for me. That's what I didn't like. And I also didn't like, in the conclusion, y'all got him too easily. I ain't like that. I wanted there to be a big scuffle in the house and a big, because he did confess to killing their daddy. But I thought, and then I said, yeah, it's going to be this big blowout, dramatic fight. It was resolved too easy. And then, of course, he disappears. Now, that's the one good thing. They didn't catch him after Asia shot him. They didn't catch him. But we see at the end of the film that he's with another family. So I did like that, because that means we're going to get a part 2. We're going to get a part 2, because I'm sure this did well on Tubi. Taye Diggs is pretty popular. Tamar Braxton has a following. They'll probably do a part 2 with this, because, they did it with all the other ones. Stepmother had like 3 of them or something like that. So I think they'll do it with this. But I feel like it was decent, but I wanted a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they could have did a little bit more. Because from what I remember, maybe my problem is I'm comparing it to the Stepfather films, The Stepfather, those films. And in those, he was like, everybody was getting it. You got in his way and he felt you was a threat, you was getting it. And I felt like they did that here, but not enough. That's how I felt. But I did enjoy it. So that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching. Tell me your thoughts about it. What did you think? Did you like Taye Diggs' performance in this? Do you agree with me that there needed to be more or do you think I'm a psycho and like it was enough in there? Because I have a friend who was like, oh, it was so good. That's the one who recommended it to me. They was like, oh, it was so good. You got to see it. So maybe that hyped me up too, because I was like, yeah, he going to be going crazy. This Taye Diggs like you've never seen. And he did enough, but I wanted him crazier. That's all I wanted. So that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.